Now, alarmed by Iran exceeding its uranium enrichment caps, Iraq's Prime Minister has moved to curb the powers of influential Iran-backed Shia militia. Prime Minister Adil Abdul Mahdi's move primarily is aimed at placating the U.S. He's issued a decree ordering militias to integrate into the formal Iraqi armed forces. His move also comes after attacks on bases in Iraq hosting the U.S. forces and at a U.S. energy firm. While no one has claimed the attacks, local officials have pinned the blame on the militias.
الإشكالية الكبيرة في تطبيق القرار في تنفيذه لأنه هذه الكتل وهذه الأحزاب المسلحة لا يمكن السيطرة عليها في قرار أو في يوم وليلة.
Militias help Iraqi and U.S.-led international coalition forces drive out occupying Islamic State terrorists and have broad influence in Iraqi politics. But for now, the groups have until the 31st of July to abide by the new regulations, and those who do not will be considered outlaws. And in more news from the region, a deadly wave of airstrikes have hit Syria. On Sunday, areas near Damascus and Homs were attacked, allegedly by the Israeli forces. Now, Syria says that these attacks are part of Israel's campaign against Iran in Syria. West Asia is already tense due to America's campaign against Tehran. So will these airstrikes add more fuel to the fire? WION World Lisbon's Daniele Pagani reports from Amman.
Multiple airstrikes have hit positions on the outskirts of Syria's capital, Damascus, and in the suburbs of Homs. The Syrian government pointed its finger against Israel, saying it was behind the military action. Syrian state media reported that at least 4 people have been killed and more than 20 injured. Israeli media report different figures, putting the death toll at 16, including a 1-month-old baby. Damascus said its artillery responded to the attack. And one of its errant missiles has landed on the Mediterranean island of Cyprus, more than 300 kilometers away from the theater of action, setting hills ablaze. After a first assessment, remains of the projectile are believed to be compatible with a Russian-made anti-missile system, S-200, which Moscow provided to Damascus in the early 80s. Israel has long criticized Russia's military supply to Syria, and more so after Moscow provided Damascus with the more powerful S-300 missile system. Tel Aviv said the move puts Israel's security at risk. The Israeli Defense Forces have not issued any official comment, but the nature of the targets puts Tel Aviv most likely behind the attacks. The UK-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights says an Iranian Revolutionary Guards compound and an Iranian research center were hit, along with arms depots belonging to the Lebanese militia party Hezbollah. The Israeli Defense Forces had already attacked the research center in 2013 and 2018. Israel has been consistent in its Syria strategy. In recent years, the Israeli Defense Forces have carried out hundreds of attacks against Iranian and Hezbollah positions inside Syria. This is at least the 3rd such episode in the past 4 weeks, and Israel's designated Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, speaking after an attack happened on June 2nd, clearly repeated Israel's policy in Syria.
אתמול נורו 2 טילים משטחה של סוריה לכיוון ישראל, אחד פגע בשטח סוריה, אחד פגע בשטחנו ברמת הגולן. אני קיימתי התייעצויות ביטחוניות בעקבות הירי, אני הנחיתי את צה"ל על פעולת תקיפה, ולכן פעל, תקף כמה וכמה יעדים חשובים. איננו מוכנים לסבול ירי לשטחנו, אנו מגיבים בעוצמה רבה לכל תוקפנות נגדנו. זו מדיניות עקבית שאותה אני מוביל יחד עם הממשלה, וכך נמשיך לעשות למען ביטחון ישראל.